of age, like becoming a young teen, and I think, though I haven't quite gotten to this part yet, it's like kind of about the transition between like being a child and being a teenager, and how some people go through that transition really differently, and how some friends go through that transition really at different paces. This book is very artfully told. It's almost lyrical. Like, it kind of combines poetry and prose, and it's written in translation, which is super interesting. So there's a lot of words that are like compound words that like aren't really used in English, and I'm so curious if that's a choice of the author or of the translator. And I'm so curious because there's also moments where the author will write about how I saw and will like use English words, and so those words are in English in the text obviously, but I'm reading it in English, and so like calls the main character shit. That's what she calls her. That's like her name for her. But she calls her shit in English. And so it's really interesting, like the words that are chosen to be translated and the words that are not, and the way that the translator did it. Because it's also such like an artfully written novel. So highly recommend. I'll let you know what I think when I'm done. I'm like halfway through. Okay. I have a couple non-fiction books on my TBR. The first one is this book that I've been really wanting to get to, and this book is called What Happened to You, and it's conversations on trauma, resilience, and healing, by Bruce D. Perry and Oprah. And so like in this book they're like in conversation talking about trauma, and I'm really excited to read it. I'm just really curious, quite honestly. This book is really beautiful. There's a lot of illustrations, and graphic design wise it's really, really beautiful. I think I've mentioned this book before, and my question about it is, and I'm curious to see if this will be true, is it kind of comes across as a really cognitive behavioral therapy driven book. And cognitive behavioral therapy CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, can be really helpful for some people. For me, it has not been a modality of therapy that has been very helpful. So I'm curious if this will be like that, or if it will be a deeper dive. We'll see. I don't often like read a lot of nonfiction. I wish I did. I wish it was something that felt more comfortable to me to read, but it's often I love a novel, and it's hard enough for me to get through novels that sometimes nonfiction feels, unless I'm like, the only time that I read nonfiction truly is like when I'm on vacation from work or school, and like I have a concentrated period of time where I'm like, I'm gonna read this nonfiction book. Like last winter, 2 winters ago, I read Breath by James Nestor, but that was because like I think one of my parents got it for Christmas, and I like was so intrigued by it, and I picked it up and like read through the whole thing to cover because like it was Christmas and I had a lot of time. The next book is also somewhat nonfiction. I've mentioned this before, I think. I was inspired to get this book by Mom ASMR. This is Death by Landscape by Elvia. And this book, first of all, is so beautiful. And it's so interesting. is the word? I'm now forgetting, like, snag. For a treat like this. Anyway. The next book, I've decided I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read It Ends With Us, because no better time to be sad than the holidays. What inspired me to read this, other than like critical acclaim, is that the other night my really dear friend came over, and it's funny, we were friends all through our childhood and best friends in high school. We went to school together, did almost everything together, spent a ton of time together. And then she went to college. We went to college separate places. We would see each other when we came home. We would talk while we were at school, but like, we haven't been friends really and spent a lot of time together since we were in high school. And she just moved back. And so it's funny to find the things that we have in common. And one of them is books. She loves to read, and she really loves romance novels, which is wonderful. I'm still a bit like out of character in my mind for who I think that she is, but it's wonderful. And so we were talking books the last time she was over, and she's read this, and I was like, oh my gosh, what do you think? She was like, I thought it was really good. And so everyone thinks this book is good, so I'm gonna read it. I think it's gonna be my next book, though it is kind of hardy, but I'll make my way through it. It Ends With Us. The next book I'm also really excited about reading. This is a novel called The Water Cure by Sophie McKintosh. And this book, I think I saw like a TikTok about books that were really saucy. And I was like, you know what? I haven't read a saucy book in a minute. Like, I would like to read a saucy book. And so this book, I'll just read the back. King has tenderly staked out a territory for his wife and 3 daughters, Grace, Leah, and Sky. Here on his island, women are protected from the chaos and violence of men on the mainland. The cult-like rituals and therapies they endure fortify them for the spreading toxicity of a degrading world. But when King disappears and 2 men and a boy wash ashore, the sisters' safe world begins to unravel. Over the span of one blistering hot week, a psychological cat and mouse game plays out. Sexual tensions and sibling rivalries flare as the sisters are forced to confront the amorphous threat the strangers represent. A haunting, riveting debut, The Water Cure is a fiercely poetic feminist revenge fantasy that's a startling reflection of our time. Anyway, I'm very excited about this. I heard about this a long time ago, this book, and then recently it came up on a TikTok, and I was like, it's time. The last book I found in a little free library 2 days ago, and this is Transcendent Kingdom by Gyasi. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce her name. Correct me if I'm wrong. She also wrote Homegoing, and this is a novel, and I was thinking I might give this as a Christmas present, but then I started reading it, and it has these like short little chapters. What did they say? They said, what are they called? I can't remember. 18th century chapters, which I guess are those short chapters. I don't know. But at least the first 2 were just these tiny vignettes that were so moving and so painful and like so just grab you and pull you in. And I love that, especially in the beginning of a novel, when it just kind of like reaches out and pulls you in. it's a slow start, it has to be a really special